We can either choose peace as member states or choose the path of conflict. The founders of the UN made this choice 67 years ago. They decided that the United Nations must lead the world to peace. It is important for the UN and its organs, especially the United Nations Security Council, to execute the organization's mandate of working for peace without fear or favor. We must not steer away from the founding objectives of this organization. Let me repeat the words of our leader and international icon, President Nelson Mandela, uttered in his very first address to the UN General Assembly in 1994, the first by a democratically elected leader and head of state of our country. He said, and I quote, "The millions of our people say thank you, and thank you again, that the respect for your own dignity as human beings inspired you to act to ensure the restoration of our dignity as well," unquote. I would like to focus in particular on the Security Council. Given its mandate, the Council has to be legitimate, democratic, and transparent. Its current composition has a propensity for deadlock and paralysis, even in the face of crisis. It remains unrepresentative and undemocratic in both its composition and decision-making. We would like to see a more meaningful representation of Africa in the UN Security Council. We wish to congratulate the Somalis and their leadership on choosing the path of peace, democracy, and prosperity. The international community and the United Nations must continue to give the people of Somalia all the necessary support. Africa is indeed making progress, and with UN support, this would go further. Mr. President, to promote the peaceful settlement of disputes, we also wish to emphasize that the Security Council should carry out its charter mandate within the confines of international law. Any member state or international body that implements Security Council resolutions should be accountable to the Security Council. The UN should never be dragged to take side with any party in a conflict under the guise of the protection of civilians. As the UN, we cannot be seen to be strong in condemning some and, on the other hand, being soft on others. As South Africa, we remain committed to the two-state solution based on the 1967 borders, with Palestine and Israel coexisting side by side in peace. South Africa supports the long-standing call for the nuclear-free zone in the Middle East. This timely debate is a reminder that ultimately peace is a choice. Peace is achievable. the wise and brave choices that we have the power to make can deliver lasting peace to every corner of the world.